Hello guys, and be welcome again to the channel. Today we have an inbox review of the 1x72 Bristol Beaufighter TFX by Airfix. This kit was designed in 2015 with a new tool, and in 2020 received new decals. You have one English version and one Portuguese version, but we'll see everything in detail further ahead. By now you can drop me a comment and say which one would you prefer. Personally, as a Portuguese, I would love to build a Portuguese version, but let me know your thoughts, guys. So we open the box. We have the instructions as per usual from Airfix. We'll have all the detail, decals, then a bag of sprues. So we need our trusty knife to open the bag of sprues, which I don't know where it is. Let's go with this one. So open it, the bag. We are greeted with a bag with the clear parts. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sprues. So first glance, we have the typical deep panel lines from Airfix. We got 2 pilots on this one, which is a blast. You know, nowadays we don't have pilots, so having 2 on this one is a blast. Few details on the cockpit, not a huge amount, and no details on the further along of the fuselage. Injection seems to be good, not much flash. There's a couple of bits of flash, like in here, as you guys can see. There's a bit of flash, but not excessive, although again these panel lines, they look a bit on the horrid side. For the head we have the propellers, we have the tail, and what I'm assuming is more details for the cockpit, as you guys can see. Come on, camera, focus. There you go. You have the landing gears, the seats on here as well. I'm assuming these will be machine guns, the controllers, the pedals, the landing wheels, and the propellers that I said. We have more stuff in here. I'm assuming this is the bottom. This will be the carriage for the cockpit, where you're gonna assemble all the details and everything else. We have what I'm assuming is more wheels here, the cowlings, wheels, the motors, the good old Bristol Hercules motors. Here they are not very detailed, and there's a bit of flash around it. I don't know if you guys can see it. This camera is not playing ball with me today. I don't know why, but come on, camera, be nice to me. That's why I need a new camera. So yeah, there's not much detail on the engines, but that can be fixed. We can add some wiring or all those kind of things. We have the wing gears, which again the panel lines are a bit on the deep side, which I don't particularly appreciate, but it's not that bad all in all. The injection on these ones seems to be good. There's no flash at all. Well, just a little bit on there, but that's negligible. Ooh, that's a big word. So yeah, it's a fairly good model, to say at least. And then we have the final sprue, where we have the nose part, more landing gear, and I'm assuming this is the bomb racks and the caps for the propellers. So again, there's a bit of flash on these bits here. Again, not a huge amount. This is a 2015 kit, so I'm gonna forgive them because that's 7 years now. 7 years old, so it's not that much, but has been relaunched in 2020 with the Portuguese colors. Well, look into the instructions. They are the typical Airfix instructions. They come as a booklet, fairly detailed and comprehensive instructions. As we said, the parts that we saw early on, they will be to be added in the walls of the cockpit. You have the option to have the landing gear retracted or extended. Yeah, looks good. And here we go, like we said, the carriage for the cockpit details. I think probably, I'm not sure if I should add more detail on the inside or not, because it's not going to be seen regardless, so I'm wondering if I should add more or not. But yeah, instructions are, again, typical Airfix 2015. So you have all the things, you have the angles for the rulers. Again, you have all these bits here. You have two options, A and B. So 1B scheme, obviously being Portuguese is different. We always have to be different. No, I don't know why, but yeah, we always need to change the things as they come along. So the cowling, not a big fan of it. It comes in 3 parts, as you guys can see, but fairly good. Exhausts, they look good as well. So the parts that we saw early on, they are not machine guns, they are the exhausts. So a slap on the wrist to me that I didn't spot it, that one. And again, you can have your airplane with the landing gear retracted, where you have the bomb base, or you can have the landing gear down. From what I've seen so far, this might be a bit of a pain to assemble, but we'll give it a shot and we'll see how it goes. So on the version A, you have the bomb racks. On the B, I don't believe you need anything for them, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, all in all, you have a machine gun to the with on the back tower. So all in all, looks like a good kit. Now the paint schemes. You can have the number 404 Squadron from the Royal Canadian Air Force in Cornwall, England, from June 1944, where you have the invasion stripes, and not much, just a really monotone camo, just grey, the sky color on the bottom, and that's it. Apart from the invasion stripes, there's not much to it. But even though, looks a very good model, and very beautiful model as well. But my favorite, which is even more monotone, don't get me wrong, if the other one was monotone, this one is even worse. So you have the extra dark sea gray on top, you have the beige green on the bottom, and then you have the decals. This is from Squadrilha B Maritime Aviation from Portela Sacavém in Lisbon, Portugal, 1946. So this is the one I'm inclined to do. This is the one I want probably to do, because again, reminds me of my roots, where I come from. As you all know, I'm living in England, but I'm Portuguese. So yeah, although this one looks good, and I love invasion stripes, I like to paint them invasion stripe, but we have another project for that coming in soon, so let's not overstress with that. And then we just have the decals to go through. So decals, again, cartograph. As a first glance, as you look to them, there's not much to say about them, you know. They are fairly thin, you can feel barely anything. So again, it's cartograph, so they should go a treat. You have the Portuguese cross of Cruz de Cristo. I don't know how to translate, I know it's cross of Christ, I believe. The anchors for the aviation, naval aviation, because this is not the Portuguese Air Force scheme, this is naval aviation scheme from the old time. So yeah, you have the Portuguese colors for for the tail, and that's it. So recapping, what we have nice little decal sheet printed by Cartograph, which I think is amazing. But no, before the recap we have another thing, the clear parts, which we need to have a look. So clear parts, they are not that many and they look fairly good. As you look to them, I don't see any scratches, I don't see any orange peel on the windows, just need a good clean and they are good to go. Though we have this big here and this one here, but yeah, a good clean and should be good to go. So yeah, so let's recap now. We have clear parts which look lovely. We have little decal sheet printed by Cartograph with both schemes for the Canadian version and the Portuguese version. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sprues for the assemble, and we have the instructions, and that's it. All in all, it seems a very good model to be assembled. I believe you can get awesome details, and again, let me know on the results. Ah, God, stop drinking, man. Let me know in the comments about what you would like me to see this doing. Again, my preference is for the Portuguese one, and if you guys decide the Canadian version, I'll go buy another one and do the Portuguese version on another one. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on the comments. If you guys want to follow this build and other builds that are coming to the channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, activate the bell so that you can get all the notifications, like and comment on this video, that helps the channel as well. So I'll see you guys around and see ya.